Hey everyone, welcome to the MPCA Dream Team webinar. Thank you very much for joining us on this Monday morning. Monday evening. I can't even get my bearings right. And today we're going to talk about, well, today's a surprise because we're going to talk about what the guests want to talk about. So we're not going to talk about what, we don't have actually a agenda in place, but we're going to talk about the things that we need to talk about, right? So guys, if you don't know me, my name's NG Gavin. I'm now doing this from Australia because I left Thailand and want to spend some time here with my family. And we're just going to quickly just look at the numbers of MPCA. Like, it's absolutely rocketing. For you guys that don't know, MyPayingCryptoAds, we deal with Bitcoin. It's a rev share, and we can multiply our Bitcoin using the advertising platform. So basically, we're at 28,000 members. Where our Alexas, I think it's under 50,000. There's 735 people on the board at the moment, and this has been all achieved in about a month. Already 265 Bitcoin has been paid out. So this is the subsidiary or the leg of MPA, MyPayingAds. Udaynara owns MyPayingCryptoAds. So very exciting times, and we're looking forward to an awesome year. So speaking of exciting times and exciting people, we've got an amazing cast on today, guest speakers that you might know them, you may not know them, you may not have seen them before. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our usual, go from left to right, or probably right to left. Just seeing this, just Casey, we're going to start with you. Just tell a little bit about your journey, a little bit about where you're from, where you are now, and so that people can just sort of understand, get to know you a little bit more. So Casey, take it away, buddy.
All right, Casey Watkins here. I am probably the newbie out of this group. I've been doing this since MPCA started. Been following Gavin for about a year. Currently doing pretty good. I've got maxed out ad pack level 1, so we're working on ad pack level 2. Here in the state of Texas, in the United States, so it is 3 a.m. my time. Just here having some fun.
Awesome, thanks, Casey. Yeah, we always get you at some funny times, man. But I hit you there, and you're there, and thanks for jumping on, buddy. Because Casey, you're full time now, see, so that's awesome. Thanks, buddy. Best, Dennis Hawkins, aka, well, you know what? I'll let you do it, Jay. How are you, Grandpa?
Hey, pretty good, So right, I've been called Grandpa for 15 years now, so I've got used to it, I guess, Yeah, Grandpa, I got over here in 1980 when I was not a grandpa, right? I met Grandma when she was a young little chick. And she must have very persuasive powers because she's kept me here for 4 decades, Yeah, we kind of worked offline for about 2 or 3 decades, And then when we got, older, we decided we'd like to look online to see what's going on. And we were green. We were good targets, for some people that identified us as good targets with money. So we got through that phase, and then we finally got into rev share. That's where I find it to be the safest place for someone who's just starting out. So we're sticking with rev shares. We love Bitcoin, and we're especially excited about a program that has Bitcoin to Bitcoin. And then you probably will share some news with the audience tonight on how that's even going to evolve to another level in the future, perhaps, right? So that's my part, and I look forward to the rest of this webinar tonight.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for that, Dennis. Yeah, you guys are definitely in a good place, and I'll talk about a little about the new updates with MPCA. a guy that doesn't need any introduction, but you know, I'll Logan, how are you, buddy?
Hey, sorry, I thought you were going in order. I guess for me, I see myself last here. So, hey, so yeah, if you don't know me, I've been in rev shares for over a year now. MPA was almost my first rev share. It's still there, it's still kicking, and that's really what gets me excited about MPCA, because I can see my path, how much it changed in a year, you know, with so little that I've started, or since the restart. And I know Angie's been there for a long time, and seeing how far he came, now I can really see. I think if it wasn't for MPA, we wouldn't really be this excited about MPCA, because of Uday and because of what we can see kind of historically, you know, what you can do. So, you know, I come from a creative background. I've been online forever, since '93, but I haven't done, you know, money making stuff. I only started recently when I just got tired and I said, all right, where is the money, you know? So I started looking for money, and I found it in rev shares so far, among other things. And I love cryptocurrencies. I think my eyes are just, again, seeing how, you know, I've seen the internet rise. I was there in the beginning and I missed a few opportunities. And same with rev shares. You know, once you have some experience, you can look back and go, oh my God, you know, this can all be so big. And, you know, Bitcoin is one of those things, and certainly another one that you're going to mention later in the update. And, you know, it's like we're really in the right place. This is going to be great. It's going to be a great ride.
Awesome, Logan. Yeah, definitely, man. You're probably one of the veterans in this industry, because we haven't been this industry is so young, and we've learned a lot in the last 12 months in an industry. If you make it, you're going to learn a lot. So I've known Logan for a while now, man. I think I found you on YouTube. So thanks for that, Logan. So another guy that needs no introduction is probably the #1 Kiwi from NZ, living in Bali. How are you, Tony?
Yeah, very good, NG. Swastiato to everyone, and to my fellow panelists. Merry Christmas to you all when it comes around. And yeah, as you can see, I'm living the dream with Bo Derek up here in Bali, and enjoying every minute of it. Thanks very much, NG. I've been online for about 3 to 5 years, and failed at everything, but now I've found the end of the earth. Well, I hope it's Middle Earth, where all the hobbits live, because this is where I want to be, MPCA, and loving every minute, brother. So thank you very much for the invite.
Always good to have you on board, Tony. You always bring energy to this webinar, mate, and it's always good, mate. So, guys, I'm not going to rabbit on too much, because I've got a bit of a cold here, and I'm struggling to breathe. I've got to go to pick up my medication tomorrow, which is going to help me my chest. So I'm going to try to say least as possible, and I think everyone agrees it's probably the best thing. But guys, you know, I guess the things I really want to talk about very quickly in the next 1 or 2 minutes is just the updates in MPCA, and then we're going to do kind of something fun today. We're going to go around to the panel. Everyone's going to talk about something that they want to talk about. Obviously, it's something that everyone will be wanting to know, but we're not going to tell each other what that question is. So, you know, we're going to have a bit of fun as well. So we're going to have to do it on the fly, and it's just going to be a little bit of fun as well. But these questions are going to be things that everyone wants to know about MPCA. So there is a update by Uday Nara, and basically, what they're going to do. We've reached 27,600 members, 230 Bitcoin paid out, 9 million average visits per day, which is crazy because it's only been going for 1 month. It's incredible. Okay, so these are the updates they're going to put in effect in the next 1 to 3 months. Automatic withdrawal submissions for referral commissions. So that's very exciting. If you refer a lot, boom, just withdraw the referral commissions out. with a automatic withdrawal submission. So number two, they're going to release new advertising products. So they're going to add new, I guess, advertising products to the system. Then you can then purchase, which is then going to bring in more to the revenue share pool, and then that's going to be more money that'll be distributed. Ethereum ad packs, and that's just another solid cryptocurrency that is going to be added to the platform. So we can, again, it'll be just Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out, Ethereum in, Ethereum out, regardless of the fiat value that it fluctuates per daily. You get your 120% after a set period of time, which is not guaranteed, but once you get the full return after that period of time, which is 120%, that is obviously paid out daily based on the global product sales, right? And then there's going to be KYC implementation, which is know your customer, basically, to keep this platform above board, and so the regulators, don't annoy us and hit us with this legal jargons that try to, I guess, cause issues with our business. We just stay compliant, and everyone that is receiving funds through Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other cryptocurrencies in the future, we know who that person is and what they're receiving. That's basically, so that information can be reported to the government if they so ask for it. So that's what keeps this platform all legal and above board. And then the last one is the earnings pool implementation. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to, or they are going to implement, when you purchase funds, when you purchase ad packs, right, you're going to see like a graphical representation of that actual ad pack. So, it's going to show, this is my belief, 5%, 10%, to 30, 40%, 100%. You can see that graphically in your back office based on that purchase that you make through an ad pack. So it just shows, it'll just mean that you can see all your ad packs that you're purchasing and know when they expire.
NG,
yeah.
You know what I think that is? I think that actually has to do with the ratio. Remember, they said that there will be a limit on the ad packs. So whatever you put in, like fresh money deposit, there's going to be a ratio of like you can withdraw 3 times as much.
Yes, correct.
And then there's an earning pool where it slows down when you withdraw twice as much.
Yes.
So that's going to be a representation of that. Now, it takes a while, obviously, to withdraw that. Commissions are not included in that. It's just that right now we have no idea where we stand. I mean, we know I'm not going to withdraw for months. I don't worry about it. It's going to take a while for anybody to get there, but there's just no ratio. So all you need to know is like, okay, I'm getting close to 50% slowdown for my earnings because I withdrew twice of what I put in. So that ratio is going to enable us to see that and go, okay, maybe I should deposit another half a Bitcoin. That's what that is.
Yeah, absolutely, Logan. That is correct, 100% correct. And I think it's going to make the process a lot easier. So just having that visual representation. So guys, that's pretty much it. What I want to say is, with the addition of Ethereum, I mean, basically, this is what I've been reading on with cryptocurrencies and a lot of stuff that I read with Bitcoin and stuff like that. So I encourage everyone to just try to educate yourself a little bit about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and where it's headed, right? Because the more you know about it, the more you will have an understanding of what you should do in this business and make better educated decisions. Because basically, 99%, 98% of the crypto coins, I think there's about 600 in circulation at the moment, they're pretty much going to be useless, right? They're not going to gain any value. There's only going to be a select few like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, there's Zcash, there's a few, but there's only a select few that have actually, use a proper blockchain and programming and they're going to gain value as they gain more market share. So just understand that with Ethereum coming into it, that has some real value that can be exchanged for USD. So there's a whole bunch of things involved why Ethereum is being added to the platform, but the main thing that you have to know is it's actually a real coin that has real value and can be exchanged for real money on multiple platforms. It has its own programming language, which allows you to run apps within it, shorter block time, blockchain time, and there's a few other little things that are technical about it. But even Ethereum has struggled to gain market share. Like Bitcoin is the king, but it still has value. So as these cryptocurrencies rise in 2017, the ones that can be mined and that have proof of work, then they're the ones that can, are going to have gained value, and they're eventually going to be ones that can be added to the platform. So it'll just mean more things for us, more secure as we move forward. So guys, what I want to do now is I'm gonna throw it to the panel, and we're going to start with Casey. So everyone's going to have a question, and then we're going to answer that, and it's going to be kind of a bit of fun because we actually don't know what the next person's going to ask. So guys on the panel, have a think about what you want to ask, and then we'll go through. So Casey, my man, what did you want to actually specifically talk about?
Okay, so with Ethereum coming to MyPayingCryptoAds, how do you plan on getting it? Are you going to mine it or buy it, or what's your thoughts on getting it and acquiring it?
Okay, Dennis, mate, we're going to go to you. Dennis, Logan, Tony, me. Okay, so Dennis.
Okay, so yeah, right. So in that case, there's actually two types that people deal with. There's the classic type, and then there's one that's not the classic type. So you want to make sure you distinguish between the two, okay, when you entertain getting those. Now, of course, you can get those through certain wallets, and it's going to depend on what wallet you particularly have, whether they'll allow you to purchase that or not. So you might need to do a little bit of research as to which wallet you have, and maybe you need to add another wallet so that you can purchase those. Then there's the matter of storing it, as well, right? And I would recommend don't screw around with trying to trade it unless you're very good with charts and you're very dedicated, like 2 hours a day, to study how to do it, because you might not come out the other end smiling. Right? Yeah, so research your wallet, see if you can purchase it, and then you need to know where you're going to store it, okay? And then be ready when MPA is allowing us to purchase ad packs. You'll be all set.
Awesome. Dennis, do you know any particular platforms that you would use, since you already have, I think you and your wife already have some Ethereum?
Right. Well, see, that's why I'd like to reiterate about the wallet itself, because in Japan, they use what they call CoinCheck. In CoinCheck, we're allowed to use our Japanese yen to buy the Ethereum, okay? But you're going to buy Ethereum with Bitcoin. Please don't think you're going to buy it with USD or Euro. You have to buy it with Bitcoin, okay? And then you can go the other way with it as well. When you sell it, you're going to get Bitcoin. So you're going to have to look at your own wallet to see if it allows for that or not. The wallet we use in Japan would not apply to anyone else on this panel.
Okay, yes, that's correct. That's probably the way that everyone's going to go. They're going to have Bitcoin, and then they're going to buy Ethereum if they want to go with Ethereum. Okay, Logan, mate, what's your take on that question from Casey?
Well, I can add as far as the first issue is possibly how do you get it? That was the question. So you can buy it now. You can buy it. I don't know what the current popular exchanges are, but you can literally buy it on an exchange like the market. There's Poloniex and there's CSEX. I don't know. I doubt that's how it's pronounced, but CCEX. Yep. You can go there. It's like a trading platform, and you could buy it there. So those are the two, Poloniex and CSEX. And I'm sure there are places where you can buy it. I'm going to have to look into that because I haven't before. There are mining options. So you can go to Genesis Mining and buy a yearly contract Now, keep in mind, this is not, you know, it goes slow. It's not really profitable. Like real mining is not profitable. This is something that NG and I often talk about in our posts. You know, there's a lot of fake mining, so make sure that it's the real one. Genesis Mining is the real one, so you can have like a little faucet where these coins come in. But if you just want to go and say, you know, spend $1,000 on it, then one of these other options will have to be. And also, if you know somebody who has a mining setup, a rig, a farm, you can join something like that. I have a friend in Europe where I actually he set up a computer for me. So I'm just getting little Ethereum, you know, a faucet kind of. They're just dripping in, and I'm collecting them. And I was thinking, like, what am I going to do with this? Because I do want to hold on to them for a year or two. I'm not really planning on like trading them or anything. And then, you know, I saw Uday's announcement, and I was like, okay, now I know what I'm going to do with them. You know, I'm going to make them work for me, and this is how it's going to work. Otherwise, wallets, I was researching myself last night. I think probably I'm going to look into Jaxx, G-A-X-X. That's a wallet that does all kinds of currencies, all of these that we mentioned, and many others. Different ways of doing it. I know the little Trezor, which is like a hardware wallet. I think it doesn't support it yet, but they said they will add it. But I think there are others that do support it already. It's a little more work, you know, to download to your hardware wallet. But you know, if you want to collect it first and then dump it all in, that's another option. But it's very exciting to see it becoming available in MPCA.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think Ethereum has never gone over 20 USD. It's always fluctuated. I think it's sitting at about 8 USD at the moment. So it's not gonna. I think as time goes on and as these cryptos evolve, the ones that you know, have real proof of work behind them that is actually getting mined and has a distribution chain and on these platforms being actually traded for USD and for Bitcoin, then you'll see that the prices like that will rise. But I sort of have a bit of a play on Poloniex. That's a big exchange. Kraken is also another one. Bitfinex and GDAX, which is integrated with Coinbase. So there's a lot of ways to buy it. Again, you know, it's something that I'm going to test. I'm not going to, like, I don't really know a lot about Ethereum at the moment. My main thing is Bitcoin, but it's a learning process for everyone. Tony, what's your take? Are you going to buy some big Ethereum, or do you know where you can get it at all, or what's your take, mate?
Mate, I am totally fogged out with Ethereum. I have no idea what it is, but I know it's a cryptocurrency, and you know, Bo Derek will have to lie on the sand a little bit longer to figure it out. But anyway, what I know is at the moment it's trading about $7 or $8 in Ethereum, and which is pretty good. It's up there. They don't think that it's going to get to the heights of Bitcoin, but I'm sure with Bitcoin dragging its price up, Ethereum will go with it, and that'll be only a positive for everyone jumping into Ethereum. I also noticed on my Coinbase wallet that Ethereum's available as a wallet there. So if anyone's looking at setting up a wallet, Coinbase has one there ready for it, and you can buy through Coinbase, and that's all I know. And I'm thinking seriously of buying a few $1,000 worth of Ethereum, because I can only see it going bigger and better, just like Bitcoin.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, and obviously Udo would have done his research, watching, you know, cryptos, and like I said, there's a select few. You could probably hold them in your hand on the cryptos that have any, you know, real intrinsic value, and even though Ether is very small, it's one of them. So, you know, it's a learning process with Ethereum. So Casey, do you want to answer your own question, or I guess we should hear your feedback as well, mate.
Okay. I've had a little experience mining it. They use as video cards to mine it. It's not at well, it's faster than mining Bitcoin at this point because it only uses video cards. It uses X11, whereas Bitcoin is was it SHA 256 or whatever. So
Yep.
I know the price has fluctuated. I've seen it as high as like $15 in the last 3 or 4 months, and as low as $5. Right now, I've kind of switched off of mining Ethereum, and now that MPCA is going to be taking it, I'll be back to mining it because I got video cards that just sit at my house and do nothing. So I put everything I can to work.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, also think of MPCA as your, I guess, digital virtual mining system program, right? Even though, okay, technically it's not, okay, it's not, but just think of it as your Bitcoin multiplier, all right? In the sense of what it can do for you. It can, you know, if you buy advertising, it can multiply that Bitcoin, obviously, you know, with the return. So even though you're not directly mining it. So guys, all right. So Dennis, mate, what's your what question can you intrigue us? So then it keeps us guessing. What do you want to say, mate?
Well, if we're indeed going to look all the way out into the year of 2017, my question would be, you know, what kind of support do each of us, you know, have that's going to help us go full time in 2017? Specifically, in my case, a family member support like my wife is very important. And indeed, I just want to put a little plug in here for Logan. My wife kept asking me, you know, so what's this whole MPCA thing going, you know? And I go, well, it's hard to explain. So I broke out Logan's calculator spreadsheet, put in some numbers. She goes, I got it. She goes, this is cool. I'm going to send you 0.02 every day so you can buy some more packs. I go, awesome. So my question is, you know, what kind of support are you getting from family members or a significant other that's also going to contribute to your going full time in this in 2017?
Great question, Dennis. Logan, mate.
All right, I'll go first. I am like Angie. I'm already full time, and you know, I switched from freelancing, so it wasn't a huge switch for me. I was already working on the internet, editing some videos, and occasionally going to the studio doing some sound work. So yeah, I'm happy to be working from home. It's hard work. I'm working 7 days a week and everything, and you know, like the calculator, like you said, that's kind of not really the calculator, but when I tell my wife, you know, this is what we can achieve, you know, obviously not just MPCA, but you could do this with just MPCA, is kind of what is possible, what our financial situation may look like in June and what it may look like in a year, you know, for next Christmas. And the number, just amazing. Even if it's half of that, it's still amazing, right? So I'm getting full support from her because she knows that, you know, if we manage to do that, she can quit her job, you know. So believe me, I have full support. You know, she's cooking. She's like, yeah, you do your thing. Yeah, okay, sorry, baby, you're working so hard. But yeah, absolute support. Really, there's nobody else involved but her, you know. Everybody else, sure, you know, my mom is happy that I can help her with some payments and so on. So yeah, full support from the family. No question.
Yeah, awesome. That's very important. It is important because it just makes things a lot easier, so you can just get it done. You know, Tony, what support do you have?
Like my fellow panelists, I have my wife, and you know, she's still a bit skeptical about cryptocurrency, but when I show her the Bitcoin price every day, she just opens her eyes up and says, how can this happen, you know? So you know, I'm retired at the moment, and I've got to find something to be able to make my money work. And then, So, you know, MyPayingCryptoAds, my 24-hour, the 2 rev shares that I'm in are doing that beautifully for me. I can see that only just going better and bigger, and I'm happy to ride with it and whatever else is available. And I'm getting, believe it or not, I'm getting support from outside my family, like people that are generally interested in what I'm doing, and you know, people I've never met, or they've come to meet me and say, look, I've seen your YouTube or I've seen you on Facebook, and I'm still a bit bemoozled about what you're doing, but can you tell me? So, you know, and then they put across their agenda and what they want to do, and I'm happy to help them and proceed forward. And with their support and their help, I'm sure I can only get bigger and better.
Yeah, no, definitely. I know family's definitely important to you, because I watch all your videos and your live streams, and if they come around, that's even makes it sweeter. But if they don't, it's all good. It's just a process, and we're all going to learn about Bitcoin. But yeah, you're going to keep on moving forward, man, and you are doing a lot of things. Just quickly, I don't want to sort of drag it out too much, but Tony, you just recently came back from Perth, and you did a declutter. You sold all your stuff. How did you go with it, mate?
Yes, well, it was a good experience. You know, facing the public and singing to them and selling my stuff. I ended up making about $400 worth. Which I put into Bitcoin. So I got half of Bitcoin, and but the purpose of the day was, as you've mentored me, is to get rid of all that stuff that's been sitting in my shed for 6 months doing nothing and adding no value to my cause. So that was the purpose of it, and I thoroughly enjoyed the afternoon.
Yeah, I was watching you guys live, and you know, guys, if you guys want to get out there and you want to get your name out there, you know, all you got to do is just back up your words, do what you're going to say. And once people see you that you're doing a garage sale, you're doing it at the markets, you're out there, you're selling all your stuff to get Bitcoin to improve your business. Once people see that sort of stuff, that's how you get authority faster, is by doing. So yeah, I watched that. That was exciting, Tony. So, mate, I'm going to go to you. What's your question that you wanted to ask? Oh, hang on. Was it Logan? No.
Whatever. I can go next. I guess I want to ask, you know, since when you join with us, you end up in a secret group with great materials that you can use to get more signups. And I'm just curious, because I was not slacking, I was just too busy, but I realized, like, how I can't be too busy for this. You know, I have to get my priorities straight. So I went and I redid my MPCA landing page. I kind of modeled it after NG's, and I just changed a few things, and now I have things organized. I have an email. I add people manually to my mailing list, and I send them my introductory email. And then I forgot to mention the group, you know, the official group on Facebook. So I did that. So I'm kind of ready. So all I need to do is when I see a new sign up, I just go in and I do that. I'm just kind of answering my own question in advance. But my question is, have you followed the instructions that we got in the group? What are you doing? Are you doing everything? I want to kind of put everybody on the spot, because I know we don't always do what we're supposed to. Are you doing everything to promote, everything you can to promote your MPCA business? So
Tony, oh, he's disappeared. We'll come back to him. Casey, you can answer, mate.
Okay. I am not doing everything. I'm probably like a 10%er. I've done some of it. I have a complete mailing cycle list. I guess one of these times I could show it to you. I don't use the program y'all use. I use a different program for an autoresponder, but I manually add them, my referrals, every time I get one in. So like I got 2 in tonight that I've added in some commissions. So I'm working on it, just not as heavy as I know I should be. If that answers.
Yeah. No, that's the answer. That is the right answer, because you answered it truthfully and honestly, and that's what we want to hear. So, and I know you do multiple things too, man. So, it's a work in progress. So thanks for that, Casey. Tony, we might go back to you. What's your answer to that? Are you doing everything? I know you are, but I mean, I want you to. What are you doing? Are you doing everything you can?
Yeah, I'm sorry I left the room there. I had to go and grab something which is relevant to this question. Everybody was told to do this. Set your goals. Put it down on paper. I'll put it on this little whiteboard here. And also, just a few days ago, NG Gavin gave us a list for us to follow to be able to progress forward. And so I've written it all down, and every day I look at this board, I do it. And that's all you have to do. You've got to write it down. It's got to be in your face every day. And, when I wake up in the morning and sit in front of my laptop, this little whiteboard reminds me of what I have to do today. So that's my answer to the question. Do I do it? Yes, I do, without question.
That's all. Enough said, mate. One thing about Tony is he doesn't make excuses. I said to him, make videos. He's made videos. He's already made an impact in such a short time, and he's going to help his family. I know he will. I said declutter. He flew. Obviously, we had to go to Perth for some more business. Bali to Perth. If you guys don't know, it's a long trip. What, 6 hours? 6.5 hours? 3 hours from Bali. Okay, it's 6 hours. Must be from Thailand. But decluttered, sold his stuff, got some more Bitcoin. And if you guys want to know about trying to get ahead and getting moving forward in your business, just go to this guy Tony. He will have a look at his Facebook wall, watch his live streams, man, because we can all learn. I'm learning stuff from you too, bro. And I tell you to do stuff, and you just go and do it, like writing your goals down. Looking at that every single day, you know what you got to do and what you got to focus on, instead of going on Facebook and putting up the negativity. You're like, yep, exactly, and you know exactly what to do every day. So all you have to do is just rinse and repeat. It's a no-brainer, right? So you're gonna have a massive year, buddy. So thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that. Okay, Dennis. I think it's Dennis, mate. What would you say to Logan's question?
Yeah, I would say not everything. However, I need to take my hat off to Tony here. Tony, I am impressed. Okay, tonight I'll write those things down, brother. But what's incredible is, my wife is like watching me do these videos all the time. She's going, what the heck is going on with all these videos? Right? So like, NG said, make videos. So started making 1 or 2 a day. And that's been very helpful. I never dreamed I would be on a hangout with NG Gavin, Logan, Tony, Casey. I'm like, that's blown me away, right? So I think the next step is write everything down and prioritize it, right away in the morning like Tony does. So I'm going to follow Tony's example. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, that's very important, guys. Writing them down and just like a robot and looking at them every day. And then you're very clear. You're clear on your intentions for the day, and you're clear what you have to get done. And then all this other negativity that comes towards you, well, you already know what you got to get done. And that's just stuff that is not helping you move forward in your business. And then you go, no, I don't need that. I don't need to associate with that person. I don't need to talk to this person. Yes, I need to talk with that. It's going to move me forward. So that's really important. But anyone that's even watching this live stream, who's going to watch the replay, I mean, who do you want to associate with, and who are the people that are going to get you forward in your business faster. It's the people that are on this panel. It's Casey, it's Dennis, it's Logan, it's Tony, it's myself, because we're doing something proactive to move us forward, and we want to get there faster. And just join us, and we're going to help you move forward. So whoever you're signing up or watching, whoever sent you this live stream, sign up under them now, and get going, because we're gonna get going. We're gonna make this happen full time in 2017. So I think Logan, did you want to quickly say anything, or you answer your own question? You're good, man. Okay. So man, I guess my question is, which I really didn't think about. My question is, what are you going to do less of that's going to give you more? It's a kind of a weird question. What do you have to do less of that's going to move you forward more in your MPCA or in your business? So Casey, I want to hit you with that one, bro.
Just like that.
Yeah, man.
I'll show you one of my extremely bad habits. Give me just a second.
Yep.
Sneaking games on my phone. They waste so much of my time. Even worse than Facebook does, because I'll just scroll through Facebook all day long. So moving more to production type of stuff instead of just time wasting stuff. So
yeah. I mean, you can still do that sort of stuff, get your work done, and then it's all, get your fix, get your sugar hit, get your work done first, and then get your sugar hit later. And that's really important, is identifying what you shouldn't do, knowing what that is, and like, yep, okay, I know I shouldn't play games, but then you enjoy it, obviously. So you know what? Do that as a reward after you do what you have to do with your MPCA business to move you forward, and then get your sugar hit afterwards. It's all good. We don't have to cut it out. So no, that's interesting, man. I'm fascinated on your stuff, man. Ubering, playing games, man. So thanks, Casey. Thanks for jumping on board, because it's 3 a.m. in the morning there, man. Like, that's what I call dedication, guys. 3 a.m. in the morning in Texas, and he's on a live stream. They're the sort of people you want to jump on board with, man. So thanks, Casey. Dennis, my man, what you should do more, what you should do less of to get more?
Exactly right. So this idea actually came from my wife. We spent Bitcoin for the things that we ate at the restaurant, but then she said, you know what? You could have bought 2 ad packs with that, right? So she said, look, let's make a plan. Let's 4 out of 5 times, let's eat at home. Let's use the money we saved to buy Bitcoin, buy packs, so that you can progress this thing further and further and bigger in 2017. So I'll be eating out less and applying those funds to my Bitcoin purchases.
Nice, very good answer, mate. I love that answer. That's exactly what I did. Logan.
Yeah, actually, I did the same, and I'm going to do it again. I have this little piece of gold that, gold is not doing that great at the moment, and it's not going to go up as much as Bitcoin will. So, I have the gold place on one side of the street, and there's a Bitcoin ATM on the other, So I just go in, I get the cash, I go in, and I put it in my Bitcoin account. So that's great. It's only 5%, which is not bad. Well, yeah, I think, I'm struggling most at the moment with time because of other projects and everything. So time and energy for me has been a big issue lately. So something that I've been doing already, which is less complaining. I'm going to bitch less and focus on positive things, because when you complain, you kind of it reinforces this negative energy. Usually you get nothing from complaining. I mean, sometimes you have to share it with people. You have to tell them what's going on. It's not always complaining, but generally it is. So I had this, where is it? I had a rubber band for a while that I would just use, and I would slap myself kind of when I complained to get out of that habit. I don't know if I mentioned it here or not, but less complaining gives you more kind of brain power for positive things, and I think that helps in the long run.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely, we've all struggled with that. I think that if there was like this big bitch slap kind of thing that Facebook made on the screen, and it just automatically gives you a bitch slap, then everyone would know, okay, it's time to stop complaining. But Facebook hasn't made that yet. Thanks, Logan. Tony, mate, what are you going to do less of to get more?
Less off to get more. Okay, I'm going to follow everything Logan said, because he took all the words out of my mouth. I had that all ready to go, and he just blew me out of the water. But anyway, my question to you, NG Gavin, is that 2017, I think we should have a reunion in your island, a dream team reunion. And what do you reckon about that, mate?
Mate, you guys are more than welcome. You pay for everyone's fares, mate. We're there.
I am pretty sure that all our team members here and all those that are listening that will only be too happy to come down and share quality time with our mentor and inspiring times with our mentor 2017. So you pick the date and time and we'll be there.
You know what? I think that we should wait till the end of the year, and we're all at that point where, we have a lot of ad packs, a lot of experience, and then, man, it's no problem at all just to pull, a couple of Bitcoin out of your account, and man, if you even want to do, there's plenty of places we can do a nice spot overlooking the beach in Koh Lanta or Koh Samui or even Bali, do a mastermind or anything like that. But I think it'd be an awesome opportunity. Let's get everyone to a full-time income, making half a Bitcoin a day or a Bitcoin a day, then get together and say, let's have a mastermind, and we can have our shirts on, and then just really community, and let's get everyone there making full-time income with MPCA, and then, man, I think that's probably a goal, Tony. So thanks for planting that seed, buddy. Anyone that comes into MPCA that gets to a full-time income, and then we can look at doing like an offline event at the end of the year when everyone's making some good money.
Well, Gavin, webinars can only go so far, but when we see you face to face, we'll be able to bitch slap you every day on holiday. Okay? So I'm looking forward to using that rubber band, Mr. Logan, right on that guy's head. So I hope, yes, we can actually achieve this. It would be a goal that all my fellow panelists and everybody's listening to get down to your part of the country to actually bitch slap you.
Mate, you guys will be more than welcome. You're more than welcome, because I know that you guys get to that level and you're making a decent Bitcoin a day, and multiplying that as a Bitcoin, and at the end of 2017, the price of Bitcoin is going to be like ridiculous. We're multiplying that every day. So yeah, by all means, I have no issues with that, mate. I have no issues with that. Just don't make it hard, okay? Just give me a soft bitch slap. But that's it. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for that, Tony. It's planted the seed. So guys, yeah, my that's pretty much it. We've gone 15 minutes, and I think it's been a good session because everyone's been able to give some feedback on it. But even going back on what everyone said is, it's very important that you want to align yourself with the people that are moving forward in their business. Like, you want to get with one of these leaders like Casey, Dennis, Logan, Tony, and all the other panelists that we've had on board this webinar, because you can see it now. We're serious about moving forward in our business. Like, we're dead serious about making this a full-time income in 2017. So, we'd love to have you on board, whether you join us or you don't. Like, we're headed there. That's where we're going. So, I wanted to thank everyone for jumping on board. It's been a bit of a fun session tonight, just throwing it out there and getting what the real temperature is. And that's really important. So get back to the person that showed you this webinar, sign up with them. If it's one of the guys on the panel, sign up with them, because you can see they want to move forward. They're serious about the business, and they're the people you want to align with, because when you join our team, you join our Facebook group, you don't have to get on these live hangouts, okay? We're not saying you have to come on, show your face. There's plenty of people that are making great Bitcoin that are just doing it on the, do it in their own space and not actually tell anyone. There's a lot of people in our Facebook group that post their results, so we can see how they're going, but they don't necessarily want to jump on a hangout. They love watching it. But you got the support there, because you've got every one of these people here, their views, their ideas of getting there, right? And you can jump, you can feed off that. And one thing, Dennis, you said about the oh man, my memory, it's getting worse. You said something about
join the club.
Yeah. So yeah, you said about the more or less buying the food, guys. Yeah, exactly what Dennis said about buying the food. Like you're staying at home to save on money. Cook your meals at home, and everyone can do that. It's exactly what I did. Stay at home, you cook more, and that money that you save, you can then buy ad packs. Everyone can relate to that. Stories and that you can accomplish your goal, but someone like our group, MPCA Dream Team, and there's only one MPCA Dream Team, okay? Bases on it. If you join us, we're only going to be able to accelerate that process for you, as if you're trying to do it by yourself. I mean, you still get there, but it's going to be harder for you because you don't have the support. So get back to the person that showed you this live stream. Get back with Casey. Get back with Dennis. Get back with Logan. Get back with Tony. Sign up now. Get your free account, and at the end of the year, 2017, yeah, we get together. We get together when we're all at a place where we all want to be. So thanks, guys. Thank you, Casey, Dennis, Logan, and Tony. Thanks for jumping on board so late, Casey. But these are the people you want to get with, because they're serious. So thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Get back to the person. And that's it. Any final words I don't want to say? Let's all do a fist pump, okay? Let's all do a fist pump. 1, 2, 3. MPCA Dream Team. Thanks, guys.
All right.